people? What is good? What is good? What is good? I can say good morning because it's technically still morning. 11:30. Hope everyone's well today. Boy, the only game to be played on New Year's Day. I was just trying to find out why, to be honest with you. Because I'm pretty sure like the rest of the league played yesterday, so why didn't we play? Then I was reading something about the rules, like no team can play within 60 hours or I don't know, between a certain date. Big up Mally. How you doing, my brother? Hope you're good today, man. I just had a quick look at your short about the Isaac thing. Jesus Christ, bruv. Cheese and peas, bruv. You get me? There's no way, bruv. There's no way Arsenal's going to be paying 150 for any one person, bruv. I think we've only ever spent, 105 on Deckers, bro. That's like... And I don't know if we're going to be doing that anytime soon again. You get me? So, yeah, big up Mally, man. But like I was saying, just before you jumped in, more than 150 pussy clots. But to be honest, because Newcastle, because they got the new owners, they haven't been able to spend because of PSR and FFP, all of them thing there. I'm not even surprised they're moving like that. Because if they get a big transfer fee like that in, then they can actually spend some money in it. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't think that's fair, guys. See, already I've come in and I'm already off topic. But big up the few people jumping in. Big up Mally each and every time. Big up Godfrey, my mod. How you doing, my brother? Hope you and your family had a good New Year's. Hey, man. Hey, we're all sick, to be honest with you. Everyone's got the cold, man. I think the missus and the kids are going to go over the road to their mums. I might go, but to be honest, I'm feeling like bunged up. I don't really feel like drinking. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Like, it's going to be definitely New Year, new me, but just like in a different way, man. Less of the chat, more of the action. Big up Waffle, big up Abs. That's my broski there. Make sure you're going to subscribe to his thing. You can also go and check out the In Hindsight show that me and Abs do, talking all things Arsenal. So let's try and get into a little something, man. Yeah, let's talk about it because we're nearly in January now. Okay, we're nearly in January now, and if you're a long-time Arsenal fan, you're probably not looking forward to it because we know what to expect. Mally done a quick short chatting about Isaac and what they're trying to charge for him. He's saying that it's more than 150 M's. Like, who on earth is going to pay that money? I've got no idea. Would I like Isaac? Yes, I would very much like Isaac. He's definitely someone I've earmarked, even from the end of last season, before we even kicked a ball. He's someone I earmarked. Obviously, his injury record is a little bit concerning, but to be honest with you, like as Spec said, he's been back for a minute. He's been scoring goals. You know, he done a few things in the Man United game yesterday that I thought was a bit silly, like running into players, but his overall gameplay was good. I can't knock it at all. Is he worth 150 M's though? More, as Mally was saying. I don't know, guys. You let me know. Maybe I should have titled this different. Like, so for the couple of people in here, first and foremost, like the ting. Like, don't be stush. Like the ting. You get me? It helps a little man out. And let's talk about January realistic transfers. Because I was chatting to Abs, big up Waffle, as I keep saying before I come on, and I think to myself, what do I chat about? I'm always saying the same things. I'm always moaning about the manager. I'm always moaning about whatever's going on at Arsenal. So instead of moaning today, like, let's try and come up with a solution. Let's try and come up with a solution. Big up Godfrey saying link with scrubs like Kolo Muani. Yeah, bro, I saw that Tottenham fan. This is what I'm saying. So listen, as I said on my live yesterday, I'm not going to gatekeep nobody on YouTube. That's not my job. Anyone that's making money, that's getting subs, do your thing, yeah? But come on, man. When you got a Tottenham fan, he's getting more views on his Arsenal videos. That's a bit crazy anyway. But anyway, aside from the point, Henry made a video and he was mentioning this Muani guy. Like, I don't know where he got the news from. I don't know if that's something that's been out in Sky or I really don't know. But why on earth would we want to go for Kolo Muani, bruv? Like, how does that move the needle? I was talking about players like Mbeumo and what's his face? Cunha at Wolves. And they're good players. They would come in and do bits for us straight away. But when you're looking at it on paper, does that really move the needle? Can you look at someone like Mbeumo and Cunha and then say, right, now you're expected to win the league? You know what I mean? And I heard Cunha's injured now as well. Imagine that. So that's perfect for Arsenal, innit? If Cunha's injured, because we got a great record of buying injury-prone players. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I big up Dan Potts. I was watching a bit of his show with Lee and Igal, and it is just frustrating, man. I mean, I suppose some of these new younger Arsenal fans, they don't know any better. Do you know what I mean? They don't know any better, so they just believe whatever the club says. But for me, call me paranoid, call me negative, call me what you want. You get me? Like, this club has done enough to give me PTSD. So I know come January, don't be excited. I also know that a good portion of this January is gonna pass, and guaranteed there ain't no early buys from Arsenal. See, if we get to like January 3rd or the 4th or the 5th and Arsenal have actually got something across the line, I'll shut up. I swear to God. Like, I want to be wrong about this. I want Arsenal to prove me wrong. Soon as January starts, players earmarked, players coming in, la-di-da. But knowing Arsenal, we're going to be going all the way to the end of the month and still might not get anyone. It's just going to be PR. You're going to see AFTV talking about Transfer News Daily, all these other YouTube channels talking about Transfer News Daily. They know we ain't getting no one. We know we ain't getting no one. And whatever we do get, and this is what I was saying yesterday. Whoever you think we're going to get, right? So, big up Mali, he's talking about Kingsley Coman and Kolo have been linked. Yeah, absolutely. What a joke. What a joke. You get me? But anyway, forget all of that. These are the people that are being linked, right? Along with Gyökeres, along with Isak, Osherman, whoever you think, Marmoush, whoever you think, Florian Wirtz, whoever you think we're going to get, we're not going to get. We are not going to get. It's not me being negative. It's just me being realistic, bro. It's just me living and learning from what I've seen in the past. Because my club has never been serious. I want you to go out now and be serious. Be serious for once. Please. You get me? I don't know what else to say. Like, big up Waffle again. Cunha got a 2-game ban and 80k fine. Is it? What for? What for? I thought he was injured as well. I don't even want this manager spending any more money. Yeah, big up Waffle. Make sure you're going to subscribe to my bro Abs. That's what I'm trying to say. The manager spent money. I did mention on my live yesterday that Tony Claude was saying, you know, the Cronkies have given over 800 million rare tape, but they haven't. It's been the club's money. The Cronkies have never been serious. The only time I think they're ever going to do anything for our club is if we fall back out of the Champions League. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time that I think that they're going to try and do anything for this club. Other than that now, we've lost our star boy in Saka. Now, I did make a quick short out of my live I done yesterday, and I'm trying to basically pose the question, what's the bigger miss? Because we had both Odegaard and Saka out for a while, and we was in bits, yeah? Then we had Saka come back for a bit, and we were still struggling, but it weren't as bad. Then Odegaard come back, we started to play well again, and then we kind of fell back into the shit patterns of play. Now Saka's out, and this one looks bad. Grade 3, hamstring off the bone, surgery. He might never ever be the same again. And big up Lee Gunner, because he said that on Dan Potts' show. And that blue badge guy, Igal, I don't understand what's the matter with this guy, bro. And I don't even hate the guy. But I just don't understand how someone can be so deluded. Don't say he's finished. Like, he was getting proper emotional yesterday, bro. Proper emotional. Don't say he's finished. I thought he was going to start crying, bro. What do you mean don't say he's finished? Look at how many players have had a grade 3 hamstring like that tear off the bone, need surgery, and then they've come back to play good football, bro. and they've come back and they're the same player. Saka might never be the same player again. I don't think you lot are realising what's going on. Because the whole football world, the moment Saka got injured, what were they saying? The whole football world, oh, well, we knew that was going to happen. He was being run into the ground. He's 23. And he's been playing non-stop for years. Since last season, Lee Gunner said that he played 71 games just for Arsenal. 71 at 23. And he played an average of 80 minutes a game. Then he goes to England and Gareth Southgate runs him into the ground. What did you think was going to happen, guys? Big up Abs. We were talking like, oh, it might be a blessing because Saka's out, so they might have to go into the transfer market. But I think when you really deep it, it's not a blessing, bro. Like, this is bad, guys. This is bad. And I think his miss is going to be a lot worse than if Odegaard was out. Obviously, you can let me know your thoughts. Who's the bigger miss, Saka or Odegaard? For me, it's Saka. And this guy might never, ever be the same again. Because before he was injured, he was the most comfortable footballer in world football. He had no competition, no one breathing on his neck, like pause, no one on his coattails trying to take his position. He just walks into the team, and that was never good. We were saying it 2-3 years ago. He needs competition. He needs someone else to take the burden off of him. Because not only does he get to walk into the team, not only is he the most comfortable footballer in the world, but everything goes down the right. So he's being relied upon. Like ever since Aubameyang went, the whole club has just been rested on his shoulders. Tell me I'm lying. And now we've run the guy into the ground. Arteta allergic to attacking players, allergic to strikers. Why are you not going to then try and relieve some of the pressure on this guy? Instead of just running him into the ground every game playing. We're winning 4-5-0, he's still on the pitch. You're bringing him on when you don't need to bring him on. You're playing him when he should have a rest. But then the moment we try and rotate and rest, he panics because the team's all over the place. So then he's got to fling on the players again. On comes Gabby, on comes Rice, on comes Saka. Because we've got no options, guys. Do you see what I'm saying? So I was watching that show, and big up Brandon, big up Lee Gunner, big up my guy Dan Potts each and every time, and even big up a gal. I think he's blue badge, and I'm not even trying to take the piss. I think there might be something wrong, bro. We get called negative all the time. There was even someone in my live yesterday, lesbian Jesus, doing oh, you lot are just moaning, you're just negative. You need to support your club through thick and thin. We've been through hella thin, bro. It's more thin than my hair right now, bruv. We've been through hella thin, bruv. And if you love something, you get me, then you can critique something. You understand? There has to be critique, bruv, if you love something. How can there not be critique? Why would you not want to see them do better? So who's the bigger miss, Saka or Odegaard? For me, it's Saka, bro. And Saka could be done. His career, honestly, could be done. Like, what do you think? What do you think has changed since the days of Michael Owen? Because that was the example Lee Gunner gave to Igal. Michael Owen, hamstring. Loads of people, Torres, hamstring. Reece James, hamstring. Has he ever been the same again? Reece James is done out now. And this could honestly be Saka, guys. Honestly. Like, if you think it won't be, then let's all just pray, fingers crossed. I mean, I'm hoping it isn't. Of course I am. But he could be done and dusted now. Like, big time. I'm gonna explode. Tell me, my friend, are you gay? No. I don't know what I've gone for YouTube, man. I say it on loads of my lives, man. There's just a whole heap of fruity guys online. I don't know what I've gone for that. But if you're gay, be gay, innit? But that's not my thing. You will be right, my bro. Yeah, big up Waffle. Big up Indy saying hi. Big yourself up. Like the video, people. Yeah, man, please. Cunha grabs man's glasses off his face. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I heard he was injured as well. Listen, I like Cunha. I think he would actually improve our team. But when you're looking at, you know what I'm saying, players you can expect to come in and hit the ground running, you can expect something off. And players that are going to come and move the needle to now make you title contenders. Is he the guy to do it? Is Mbeumo the guy to do it? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, guys. I don't know, man. Looks like Saka is the bigger miss. Big up Godfrey. That right-hand side is dead as well now, yeah. Because even me, When Saka got injured against Palace and then Martinelli went over to the right, I actually thought he looked decent on the right. And then we see him in the next game and it was like there was someone else playing completely. Someone else playing completely. He was absolutely shit, for lack of a better word. Yeah, he done a couple of good crosses and that's all I remember. I don't remember him taking on his man. I don't remember him using that pace that he's got. Like, why is he there? It's mad. And we got to rely on Gary Elliott and Kung Fu Panda on the left. That's who we got to rely on. Now, Gabby James's little purple patch is done. What did he do in that game against Ipswich? Nothing. The same for Havertz. He got his little tap in. But apart from that, he done nothing. That's a failed experiment, putting him in the midfield. How must that make Moreno feel? Not to say that I rate Moreno, but we've spent nearly 40 million on this guy just so Kai Havertz can play in front of him. It's an absolute mad thing. Let me get into some of these comments. Bro said Elise had one as well, but Elise is a high IQ player. You don't rely on pace. Yeah, no, that's cool. Listen, it's not impossible to have an injury like that and not come back and be a good player. But think about how many players over the years have had a bad injury and don't come back to be the same player. Even if it ain't hamstring, it might be an ACL, it might be metatarsal. Look at Ramsey, the broken leg. Look at Eduardo, the broken leg. Look at Jack Wilshere, hamstrings as well. Even Michael Owen, and he said like every time he was running after that, it was in the back of his mind about his hamstrings. You're never going to be the same player again. So if Mikel Arteta's got any sense, yeah, don't even play Saka for the rest of this season. He's done. He's Rodri now. You're out. That's such a massive blow. So now if you're serious about trying to win this title, you need to go out in January and you need to blow whatever money you've got left. Blow the budget. Show that you're serious for once in your life, innit? Big up Godfrey. We have been saying this for time. Get someone to compete with Saka, but these mutants kept crying it will hinder his progress. That's what I'm trying to say. It won't, because you put the whole club on his back at such a young age. The guy ain't even 24 yet, and his career might be over, guys. We've seen the same with Walcott, always getting injured. The same with Wilshere. The same with Ramsey. The same with all of these players. Yeah, they get injured, and do they come back the same? Yeah? Because 9 times out of 10 they don't. And you're the one lucky guy. Like Timber came back from an ACL. He actually looks quite good. But he has been in and out this season. And we can't say that he's over the hump. You can't say that. You get me? Yes, Elise came back from one. But as Mali said, he plays in a different type of way. He's never really been one to kind of, well, from what I've seen, use that front pace and burst off. Like, Saka's going to be in trouble, guys. I hope you guys realise that. He really ain't going to be the same. I pray that he is, but I'm telling you, man, this is a massive, massive, massive blow for Arsenal. Big up Waffle, he's saying, since when has Arsenal stopped making competition for places? Well, ever since Arteta. You know what I mean? Wenger was getting like that a little bit. You know, there was people in the team under Wenger that was walking into the team. And that should never be the case for any player in any team. You should never be that comfortable. Even like Salah. But Salah's like the best player in the world right now. So if anyone's going to be comfortable, then it's him. And is he playing like he's comfortable? No, he's playing for a new contract. And that's mad. Liverpool fans, that's mad, by the way. That is absolutely mad. You've literally got Thanos on your right wing and you're dilly-dallying about signing him up again. I don't care how old he is. And there was another couple of good points. Salah went to Liverpool as a grown-ass man. He never went there as a young kid, 20 to 23, having the whole club put on his back. And when he went there, he had... Who did he have? Mane? Was it Mane? Like, he had other people there to help him. He weren't the only outlet in the team. And if the manager runs him into the ground now, who cares? He's in his 30s or whatever. Like, you're at the end of your career. Get the most that you can get out of him. Do you know what I mean? But when the guy was trying to say you can't blame Arteta, how the fuck can you not blame Arteta? He's the guy who picks these players. He's the guy who puts them in their positions. So when people are saying you can't blame the Cronkies because they are ambitious and they haven't given 800 million. They're not like Roman Abramovich. They're not like the Mansours or whoever it was that took over Man City. They're not like them. They don't care that much. They don't want to see. And it's just simple business. If your product is doing well, if your product bangs, people are going to want to buy it. People ain't going to care about all the other stuff you do if your product bangs. It's just that simple, innit? Madness. Hit the like button, people. Yeah, man. Big up Waffle each and every time. Big up Godfrey. Reece James kept breaking down like an old car. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. And how old is Reece James? Look at Yamal. That was another thing that they were saying. I think Lee Gunner was saying, look at Yamal, bro. Injured. How many injuries has he had already? Being run into the ground. And even me was saying, look, if they're good enough, play them. Yeah. And I still stick by that. It don't matter how old you are. If you're good enough, play. But there has to be competition. There has to be respite. You have to manage their minutes, bro. You can't just run them into the ground. So this was coming for Arsenal fans. This was coming. Big up the journey, man. Saying big up my bro. Hope you're well. Hit the like for me, please. Big up BBA. You saw Martinello. Oh, man. Yeah, I saw Gary Martin on the right. And he was poor against Ipswich. The whole team was poor. Odegaard was poor. Martinelli was poor. Trossard was poor. I think only Rice done good. And you're talking about running players into the ground. When did Rice have any time to heal his broken toe? In the international break, the one international break where Saka and Rice never went. It's the only time that he's had to heal his toe. I swear he's still playing on a broken toe right now. And you're trying to tell me that Arteta's not running these players into the ground. You're telling us that our squad ain't... Arteta came out and said the squad's short before anyone had kicked a ball. Edu's gone and effectively he's on gardening leave. He ain't even at Nottingham Forest. He's meant to be the CEO of this group. He ain't even there. He ain't even doing it. So what does that tell you guys? That if you really deep it, what does that tell you? We knew about Edu not being with us months ago. Then he's been put on gardening leave, which means he can't go and work for anyone else. And he can't work for Arsenal. So he was just at home and we're still paying him. And even me, I was cussing out Edu, but I'm thinking to myself, boy, was I wrong? Because if you look at Arsene Arteta, he has got mad power in 5 years. And he only wants yes men around him. Anyone that might have said anything to Arteta, I swear is gone. Including the players, bro. And then you think that Arteta's going to bring in a world-class player and that he can actually control them and make them better or work with them. Yeah, big up Godfrey again. It's crazy how Arteta delayed White's knee surgery. So he needs the knee surgery, but we don't give it to him. We keep playing him. Yeah? Saka, you're running into the ground. You're rushing him back from injury. You rushed him back way too soon after that when he took a couple of games out. You rushed him back too soon. You rushed back Odegaard too soon. With Kieran Tierney, I'm not even going to say you rushed him back. With Kieran Tierney, I can't even say his name. He's cropped. He's done. I knew he was going to come back in and either get injured or cramp. I knew that was going to happen. But I said, I don't care. If we get one game out of him, it's better than playing fucking Kivior or Zinchenko at left back. But if you look at all these decisions that Arteta has made, yeah, playing players through their injuries, rushing them back early, done the same thing to Gabriel James when Trossard was smashing it up. That was another example that Lee Gunner gave. Perfect. I don't understand how Igao don't get it and then say that was then. Like technology's changed so much. It ain't changed that much. Where players don't, you get me, you're just going to have a revitalised hamstring. What a load of bollocks, bro. So Saka could be done out. I'm telling you this right now. That could be Saka's career. He might never be the same player again. I'm praying that's not the case. But I'm telling you, mad. Saka should basically be the backup now. Well, like I said, for this season, I don't even want to see him again. Because if they're saying at least until March, just don't even play him, bro. Don't rush him back. He's going to need as much rest as he can get to try and save his career, bro. I'm telling you that. Everyone thinks it's a joke. It's not a joke. This is to save his career now. So if you love Saka, if you've got any respect for him as a player, just leave him. Don't even play him for the rest of the season. Sterling's out for 4 weeks. Fine. Buy someone, buy a couple of people. When Sterling comes back, give him a bit more game time. And then fuck him back off to Chelsea. Because what a waste of money and time that was. But what Arsenal need to do now is you need to stop, like come on. The moment both of our right wingers got injured at the same time, yeah? And then Arteta's talking about solutions in the squad. Ethan Nwaneri, possibly. Havertz. Don't get me wrong. Havertz is everywhere but up front, innit? So maybe he can play on the right. But he ain't got no pace. He ain't got no strength. Like, he's not even a very good passer of the ball, in my opinion. So, what the fuck is Havertz going to do on the right for us? Absolutely nothing. It makes no sense. So, we need to go out and buy. We need to buy competent players. So instead of being stubborn, instead of thinking, oh, we need to change the way we play, we've been doing that too often and it's been to our detriment. It hasn't been a good thing. We haven't changed for the better. We've changed for the worse. Playing pragmatic, we've changed for the worse. We're no longer the best defence in the league. That's Liverpool. Big up Ian each and every time. Hope you're well, my guy. Happy New Year and all that. Yeah, we ain't got the best defence. We ain't got the best attack. Like, what have we got that's the best anymore? Nothing. We got Arteta making poor choices, bad in-game management. You understand? Sorry, guys, just pulling that down a bit. Yeah, bad in-game management. Terrible in-game management. Oh, you can't blame Arteta for the injuries. Why not, bro? You can basically pick the first 11 at Arsenal every week. Obviously, it's hard for us to do now because of all of these injuries and the amount of shit that Arteta chats like, oh no, they're not injured and they are, or it's not going to be long and it is, you know, like that. So that's why we can't really pick the 11, but if everyone's fit, the 11 basically picks itself. Where's the competition? The only competition is on the left with Gary Elliott and fucking Kung Fu Panda, and they're both shit. Someone can come in and just take over that position straight away if they're good enough. Like, we need competition. Like, you need to go out in January and buy it. And remember I said this, listen, if the club prove me wrong, I'll give it up. I want to be proved wrong. I want you to go out and show me that you're serious about trying to do something this year. Because our best chance of silverware is the Carabao Cup. And we very much might get knocked out of that by Newcastle. Don't ever think that this is going to be some easy thing. It's not. The first leg's at the Emirates as well. And we've had one shot in target in 2 years at St James's Park. Saka's not going to be here for that as well. If we make it through to the final, Saka won't be there for that either. Like, we need someone that can come and hit the ground running right now. And this is why I get upset, bro. This is why I get nervous. Because when I look at the language, I say this as well. When I look at the language, when we're talking about Isak, you know, they're talking about too expensive, which is fair enough. Talking about injury prone. When Arsenal is the history of the Arsenal to have bare injury prone players. Like, it's ridiculous. You're talking about Sesko when you're ready to strike and all the groundwork is done. You've got to look at those things, guys. You've got to look at those things. So we all want Gyökeres, we all want Osimhen, Mamouche, Wirtz, someone like that. And I guarantee you'll probably go back in for Sesko or someone we've never heard of. There was some Solero, I don't even know his name. The fucking ice cream, the ice pop. And they're talking about 50, 60 million for some unknown guy who's also a midget. Sorry to have to say. Like, that's who we're going for. You know what I mean? So help me out, guys, man. Help me out, man. I think this January is going to be very important for a lot of teams. It's desperately important for Arsenal. But Arsenal is going to be Arsenal. I'm 80% confident that Arsenal is going to be Arsenal. Talking about bringing back Marquinhos. And Fabi Vieira, bro. Can't even call him Fabi V, as Curtis said. Let's not even call him Vieira. You don't deserve them names. Like, these guys weren't good enough. That's why they got shipped out. But if this team goes out and does fuck all in January and brings back Fabio V and Marquinhos, bro, what do we do then, bro? Because if Tottenham are protesting now because of Daniel Levy What the fuck do Arsenal do? Because Tottenham ain't bringing... How many kits have Tottenham brought out this year? Have they brought out a varsity jacket? Have they had any legends go to their shop and then charge the fans to go and see them? Because that's what our club does. Our club is just elite in making money. That's it. Without investing in the squad. Like, I'm talking about, we should have had these players earmarked. I'm talking about the moment it goes ding and it's fucking New Year's Day, then we're picking up phones. But do you think that's really going to happen from Arsenal? Honestly. We're out here waiting for the Man City slip up. Not that I wanted that. I've said that plenty of times before. I want to beat the best. All right? But whatever. You get me? They're just on a 4p. Like, they spend money. They're serious about their club. Do you think they're going to do nothing in January? I doubt it. Yeah? They fall off. And then Liverpool recruit, like, I don't know who's Thanos, Slot or Salah. Like, Slot's already got the bald head, innit? What phase is he in? What phase is Nuno in? Or whoever manages Nottingham Forest. What phase is Maresca in? Alright, they've lost a couple of games recently. But they look like they've got a style of play. They look like their trajectory is going up. We get a couple of these comments. Oh, stress out here, guys, man. Help me out, man. Who realistically can we get in January? And when do you think the club's going to do it? Yeah, I've read that one from Godfrey, delayed White's knee surgery. That was criminal. Like, my man should be arrested. Big up Ian, Liverpool fan in the building. Congratulations, bro, because this is your title to lose, bruv. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm expecting a minimum of 2 trophies. Well, you can have them expectations. You can have them expectations. I think you're going to win the league. And I think you're going to win the Carabao Cup. I don't think you're going to win the Champions League. I don't think Arsenal's going to win it. I don't actually think we're going to win anything this year as an Arsenal fan. But out of the teams in England, Liverpool's probably got the best chance of the Champions League. But I think you'll win the league and I think you'll win the Carabao. If I'm being honest. Big up Godfrey. Newcastle look comfortable playing away from home as well. Bro, look how they were playing look how they were playing Man United, bro. And look how we played them. Newcastle just moved to them, bro. Like, Man United got back into the game second half, but they were just huffing and puffing. There was nothing of it. Newcastle looked comfy the whole way through, bro. Look how they play. Look how Liverpool played against Leicester with a low block. They just ripped them apart, bro. Low block what? They just pushed them aside, bro. You get me? They don't give a shit about any of that. Look how Newcastle played Man United. They were flicking it around. Confidence. They buoyed them off, bro. I was watching that game yesterday. They took the piss. So why is it so hard for us to play like that? We actually prided ourselves off playing like that. 2022-23 season, we were scary. We actually were scary. Attacking football, just going for the jugular. And then even last year, even this calendar year towards the end of last season, we was actually playing good football. And now we fell off a cliff. Now we look like a completely different team. So to expect everything to stay the same year in, year out, you're naive. And Arsenal as a club and Mikel Arteta as a manager, ultra naive to think that everything's going to stay the same. Ultra naive. Like, look at Nottingham Forest. They've only just come up. They're in the top 4 race. They're possibly in the title race. How much money have they spent? Someone said that they're at the end of a 5-year rebuild. You get me? Someone said that Nottingham Forest they're in the middle of a 5-year rebuild. Like, so their 5th year, they're back in the Premier League and they're in the top 4. They're second. They're up there doing mad bits. We're in our 5th year of our process and we need a whole rebuild. We look like we don't even have a style of play. It's actually embarrassing. It's a joke, bro. When you really think about it, it's a joke. How can we be here after 800 million spent 5 years down the line? How can we give someone with no experience, no CV in the game, all this power at the club? And then people say that I'm being negative, bro. I just want my team to do good. I just want my team to stop trying to take money out of my pocket and put some money into the team. 800 million spent of the club's money, it's all down the pan. But instead of just saying we've spent the money, it's been wasted, so we can't spend any more. I'm sorry, that's not the way football works. We have to go and spend some more money now. Big up Ian. Pep already said he wants players in January. Bro, that's what I'm trying to say. If you think that they're not going to do something if they need it, you're mistaken. They always do. They've already got a win back. Excuse me. I don't think they're going to win the league this year. But if they go out and do business in January and then they go on a run, like we're used to seeing them do, they could still win the league this year. They'll probably have more chance of us because they'll go out and do some shit in January to give them a chance. And that's all we can do. We're in a bad position at the moment. The milk is spilt all over the floor. It stinks. Yeah? It's sticky. It smells. You get me? We can't put it back in the bottle. So that's Arsenal season. We expected to win the league. We started off shit. We've lost games. We played bad. We've had injuries. All of them things there. But there's no excuses. This is our season. So the milk is on the floor. It stinks. It's horrid. Yeah? People are like, bleh. Like it's horrid. You know, like that. It's warm in the room. Like you can imagine it. It's horrid, yeah? Now all we can do is give ourselves the best chance of cleaning up that room, innit? Getting rid of that milk. It stinks. And how are we going to do that? By investing in the team. Because even before we kicked a ball, even at the end of last season when we came second, we still said we need one or two players to come in to this first team 11, not to back up the squad. Quality. We need some competition for Saka. We need a gunman up front. We need someone to come and hold down the left wing. So that's 3 people straight away. Please, Arsenal, give us a chance of fucking winning something this year. Give us a chance of at least challenging. Because right now, with the money that you spent, and believe it or not, if you go and do your checks, people, Arsenal actually made money at the end of the last transfer window. 20 million. How are we making money when we're trying to win the league? Big up Senarcles, if I've said that right. Bro, we've gone from 8th to title contenders. Yeah, we did. But do you think everything stays the same in football? It doesn't. It changes every year. We've gone from 8 to challenging twice. Not title contenders, because I don't think we're challenging this year. We challenged twice. Ain't it meant to be third time lucky, my bro? Are we challenging twice just to fade back off and go back into the top 8 or whatever? Or top 4? Where's the ambition from this club? Are you telling me that you wasn't fucking... Bro, I nearly had a tear in my eye. When I saw the Premier League at the Emirates last year, last day of the season, I'm thinking, fucking hell. We've actually got a chance. Even if we turn up and play shit and all the rest of it, like, you never know. The gods might be looking down on us. We've got the trophy at our stadium. I ain't seen that there for years. Even I was believing. Stupidly, might I add. Because I was kind of like, this team ain't doing shit, even last year. So when you see that, well, you're happy to see that every year? You reckon that's progress, just being second all the time? We're Arsenal. We should be challenging. That should go without saying. No, we're not guaranteed to win it. No, we're not entitled to win it every year. But we should be challenging to win it every year. And when I say challenging, I mean challenging. Not falling away in January, February. Challenging right up until the end of the season. That's what we should be doing regardless. So I hear what you're saying, bro, and I think Arteta has done a good job, but this ain't sentimental FC. This ain't fucking work experience FC. Arteta, you've taken us as far as you can take us, in my opinion. And this year's proven that with his in-game management and all of his decisions, bro. Yep, Pep is looking at elite players like Wirtz and Zubimendi. Exactly, bro. So Zubimendi's there. I'm pretty sure Zubimendi had a buyout clause as well. And then we're going for Moreno. Why are we going for the third best player at the team? Not the first best player at the team. Everyone can see we need a striker. Everyone can see Gyökeres, Osimhen, a few other players are like the best strikers in the world. And then we're trying to go and get Sesko. Like, that tells you everything you need to know about this club. Everything you need to know about this club. Some people are dissing Liverpool. They haven't always invested, but when they did invest in their team, they invested big and they done it properly. 75 million in January for Virgil van Dijk or whatever. Who cares how much money they spent in January? Have they had to replace him for how many years? The same for Salah. The same for Alisson. When you buy quality, you then don't need to replace them for how many years. So it's worth the money. Big up Ian. We've got United at home on Sunday. Oh man, United are done out. United are done out. But whenever Arsenal play them again at Old Trafford, we're probably going to make it hard. Because that's what Arsenal do. Oh, we got Ipswich. Everyone's battering Ipswich. No worries. We'll give them a game. Do you know what I mean? We're like the Father Christmas. Like, just giving presents away all the time. Big up Mali, it's peak. It definitely is, my bro. Big up Godfrey shouting out Ian, you man will be feasting. Absolutely, man. United are done out. They're literally in a relegate. I call them mid-table United now. Like, forget Manchester United. They're mid-table United, bro. And they're closer to the relegation zone. But yet, these man will still banter us, though, you know. Because of their rich history, they'll still banter us. And they can get away with it a lot of the time as well. Big up Mali again. Nottingham Forest owner has more ambition than ours. That's what I'm trying to say. Apparently, I don't know if it's true or not, but they've gone through a little rebuild. So they've come up from the lower leagues. They're in year 5 of their thing. And they're second in the Premier League. Doing up bits. Yeah? And even I was saying they're going to drop. And they did drop, but now they've come back up. You know, like the spider you try and get, you try and wash down the plug and it keeps crawling back up, bruv. That's Nottingham Forest, bro. They are a problem. They are a problem. And what phase are they in? How much money have they spent? Apparently they're in phase 5. And look at their phase 5. The summits of the Premier League coming, like getting promoted and everything. Like, it's embarrassing to be an Arsenal fan at the best of times, bro. At the best of times. Big up Mali, he's a madman. You talking about the Nottingham Forest owner? Yeah, man. I don't know. But these owners actually want their team to do well because they realise if your team's banging on the pitch, everything else comes into place. Sponsorships, bums on seats, like everything. You can bring out all the varsity jackets you want. If the team's banging on the pitch, no one cares. If you're winning, no one cares. Big up Ian, he's saying Godfrey hope so, mate. Oh, bruv, you ain't got to hope about nothing no more. Like, if anyone's going to be confident, bro, it has to be Liverpool fans right now. And it does get on my nerves. But only because I'm jealous, bro. Like, you've literally got Thanos playing for your team at the moment, bro. Like, so, it's the end game. You get me? It's obvious to everyone apart from your owners and Arteta. That's what I'm trying to say, my bro. Am I being negative when I'm saying that we need a striker? Or is that not obvious to everyone? Am I being negative when I'm saying that we've spent nearly 80 million on 2 players and our team hasn't improved? Nearly 40 million on Calafiori and he's a centre-back. He's not even a left-back. Nearly 40 million on Moreno for Kai Havertz to play in front of him. Like, I'm not making none of this stuff up. You get me? We paid money for Zinchenko. He's on mad wages. He's not a left back. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're out here spending money. We're wasting it. Do you know? Like, everyone knows what we need. We still ain't got a proper left back. We got Lewis Skelly, who was actually a centre midfielder. Because that's all Arteta knows how to do. Tinker. How about you buy players for the position that they actually fucking play in? That might help. I lie? That might help people. Every player in Spain and Portugal have a buyout clause. Let's trigger some. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm pretty sure Nico Williams did as well. Even if they said no, who cares? Just show us that you're trying to do something. Do you think I would be embarrassed if they put in the papers that Arsenal went for Nico Williams and he turned us down? How can that be more embarrassing than Sesko turning us down? Because that's what happened. Sesko turned us down. He weren't going to be a backup to Kai Havertz. Are you nuts? And he ain't even proven. You could say that Kai Havertz is more proven than Sesko because he's been in the Premier League scoring goals. But yet Arsenal and Arteta come out for Gyökeres talking about we don't know if he can do it in the big leagues. Are you honestly, guys, look at what's going on in front of your face. How can you not see what's going on with this bullshit club, bro? The same PR, the same excuses, the same things that get spun out every time. Let me get into some of these comments. Yeah, I read that one from Mali. Yeah, we just need to trigger some clauses, bro. Isaac, I'm pretty sure, had a clause at the end of last season. I'm not sure. But I know Elise, I know Eze, I know Kudos. They all had clauses, bro. And we never triggered none of them. The same for Tony, because you don't like his attitude. Arteta can't handle these kind of players. I don't care what you're like in the dressing room. As long as you're on the pitch doing your thing. You know how many stories I used to hear about Thierry Henry? Especially in the later years of his Arsenal career, where he told the owners there's no ambition. He told the fans there's no ambition. Van Persie said the same thing from back then. And all of a sudden everything's changed. Thierry had a bad attitude, but he was TT, innit? He was doing it on the pitch, so no one gave a shit. Big up Ian, we need a couple of signings in January as well, at least a CB. Hey, brother, yeah, but you need like a proper DM, bro. Obviously, Gravenberch has been doing bits, but I think you need a proper midfielder. But even with your squad, I'm looking at your squad now and I'm saying it's better than ours. Because even when you have to rotate, the players come in, like the whole system doesn't have to change. You're doing like-for-like changes most of the time. Like, Slot is just a competent manager. It ain't rocket science, bro. With Arteta, there's a 180-page dossier. You get your laptop out with all the funny pictures on it. Do you get me? Like, you're squeezing lemons, fitting light bulbs. Like, you're overthinking it way too much. Liverpool need players as well. I think, maybe a centre-back and a DM, brother. And you lot of Gucci. Maybe a backup striker, but now Yotta's back. You lot are doing bits. Like, and you lot were a good team before the season started. Everyone thought, you weren't going to win it because you just lost Klopp. So, of course, everyone's going to think that. But no one was writing Liverpool off like you're not even going to be in the top four. Some people were, actually. But that's just cap. That is just cap. That is just cap. You get me? Obviously, Slot had a good team to work with, but it's the same team that we come above 2 years in a row. With world-class players in it. So that ain't even an excuse. For me, that's not an excuse. Yeah, Slot did inherit a good team. Of course he did. But we came above that team 2 years in a row. They only went out and bought Chiesa. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse, like, there really ain't, guys, innit? Big up AFC always, man. Hope you're well, my bro. Hope you had a good Christmas. And we have a good New Year, everyone, man. It's just going to be the same New Year for Arsenal fans, though. I promise you that. Like, please prove me wrong. Please. Just for once in your life. Just prove me wrong, innit? Just go out and bang some money. Go out and show me some ambition. Even if we don't win it. If you go out and show me that you're trying, how can I complain with that? Do you see what I'm saying? How can I complain with that? Big up Ian, you can have Nunes. Man, Darwin. But you know what? Darwin's a workhorse, bro. When you got people like Havertz and Gabby James pulling out of 50-50s with goalkeepers and shit. When you got people like Trossard who don't track back. Having someone like Nunes, bruv, to do the dog work. Like, don't underestimate what he does for your team. Every team in the Premier League has got their problems. Their fan base has got things that they don't like about their team. Everyone. But when you got to look at it from another fan's point of view, trust me, bro, Darwin Nunes, bro, like, he probably do bits at Arsenal. I swear to God. Big up AFC always. Arteta's solution is buy more defenders and goalkeepers. Bro. Bro, I want to headbutt the guy. I'm not even going to lie. The most important thing is that we need a striker. So you know we need a striker. Rival fans know we need a striker. The media knows everyone knows we need a striker. Except for Arsenal and Arteta. And this is why we get so frustrated. Do you know what I mean? This is why we get so frustrated, guys. Ian, I remember a Norwegian team tried to sign Michael Owen when he was 18. At least they tried. At least they tried, bro. Try. God loves a trier. If you never try, you're never going to find out if you're good or you're bad at something. If you never open your mouth, if you never ask that girl for the cheeks, how are you going to get the cheeks? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, closed mouths don't get fed, innit? So someone might like it, someone might not like it. But open your mouth, say something. Try. Do you think Williams would have been more embarrassing than Sesko? Because he turned us down, bruv. So what do we now do in January? What do we now do? What is the solution? You know what I mean? What is the solution, bro? We need to buy players. We know that much. But what are they going to do? Absolutely nothing. You know, like that. What are they going to do, bruv? And we're still, and that's the kind of vibes that we're getting out of the club. We're going to look for solutions internally. Yeah, we're hearing about Marquinhos coming back and Fabio V. Slow down. Not Bobby V. Fabio V. This is who we're hearing's coming back. If they bring those two scrubs back and we do nothing in January, then every fan's got the right to crash out, in my opinion, innit? Because I asked the people them yesterday on the stream, who's got the most expensive tickets in the league? They came back with Arsenal, Tottenham and Fulham. Now, which out of those three teams has got the right to be the most expensive ticket in the league? Tell me that. Fulham. Tottenham. We don't care about WizKid or fucking Beyonce or Formula One, whatever goes on in your stadium. And I'm sure the fans don't care about that shit either. Do you understand? So when people say, why do you just think you're entitled to win? Why? Because of my club's history, bro. Third biggest club in the country, the most expensive ticket in the league. Why am I not gonna expect my team to win something? Why the hell does anyone play football? Just to participate. It's not the winning, it's the taking part. Not for me, it ain't. Because as Lee Gunner rightfully says, there's only one metric that defines success in football, and that's trophies. So if you're not here for trophies, then what the fuck are you here for? Like, why are you here? Big up Mally, he said I had Liverpool second in the summer. Hey, listen, that's what I'm trying to say. Big up Lee Gunner. He goes on AFTV. He goes on Dan Potts. He had Liverpool winning it. And he had Arsenal third. And I weren't even arguing with that. Because I knew that if we don't do nothing in the summer, it's going to be hard to keep these guys motivated. It's going to be hard to go through a whole season of getting no injuries, of getting no bad decisions, getting no controversy, no adversity against your team. Like, who thinks that's going to happen every year? We was already saying about how much Saka was limping last season, right? So he needed a rest from then. Everyone can see what was going to happen. But what does fucking Mikel Ranieri do? Just keeps playing him. Yeah, it's alright, mate. Oh, you're limping? Limp some more. So what do we do as Arsenal fans, bro? I'm seeing certain fans saying if we don't do nothing in January, I'm not even watching football. And I'm like, you know what? Look after yourself. Look after your mental health. There was a period a couple of years ago where I didn't watch football anymore. I can't support another team. I've supported Arsenal since I was a baby, like my whole life. I can't support another team. So I'm like, fuck this football. And I went off and watched boxing. And my life was chill, you know. Obviously, I started getting vexed with boxing because that's fucking very political, very corrupt as well. Bare greedy promoters. So I fucked up boxing. I thought, all right, let's come back to the football. Let's see what Arsenal's doing. Then we started challenging. So I'm like, all right, maybe there's a reason to carry on watching this shit. But I'm going to tell you now, Arsenal fans, protect your energy, innit? Protect your mental health. Because this club will make you go mad. This club will make you go mad. I'm telling you that right now. Protect your energy. Big up Ian. I see what you're saying about Nunes. He just does my head in with the missing easy. Yeah. His finishing's terrible. But we've even got people like that at our club already. Trossard's finishing's been awful recently. Martinelli couldn't shoot in a condom. The same for Odegaard. Like, his shooting is terrible. But imagine in 2024 you're asking for the basics. If players have got legs and you're a professional footballer, running up and down the pitch should be the least of your worries. We shouldn't be asking for that. But look, we're giving Darwin Nunes credit just for running, because certain players can't even do that. It's mad, isn't it? In 2024, bruv, you're seeing man like Harry Maguire at Man United, Johnny Evans, Casemiro in the midfield. When I was watching that game yesterday, I was like, rah. So even though things are bad at my team, at least I'm not seeing that kind of shit. Do you know what I mean? Casemiro and fucking Christian Eriksen in the heart of your midfield in 2024. But the thing is, Man United can still banter us. Imagine that. Imagine Man United can still banter us. We're about to go into 2025 and they have got like full-blown granddads in their midfield and they can still banter us. They're in a relegation fight, mid-table United, and they can still banter us. They've won a league more recently than us. The last couple of years they've won two cups. They've won in Europe. It's mad. It's not easy being an Arsenal fan, I'm telling you that. Big up Mali, that lockdown phase I just watched highlights. Hey, protect your energy, Jigger. You understand? Because this Arsenal will have you stressed out, bro. Everyone can see what we need except for the club. Like, it's so jarring. So, we got a game. We're the only game to be playing on New Year's Day. Like I said at the start of the stream, I was trying to find out why. I think it's down to TV companies. And I think it's down to some, like, hours in between games. Some bollocks, anyway. It don't really matter. Obviously, the pressure's going to be on. It always is, every game that we play. Brentford have been very good at home. I think it's only Chelsea that's beating them there. So, it ain't going to be easy. I don't know what to predict because obviously after watching that Ipswich game, we just looked toothless. So, I'm hoping for a 2-1. Not very confident. I didn't see nothing in that Ipswich game that filled me with any confidence. I don't see nothing that the club's saying or Arteta's saying that fills me with any confidence. If anything, it's looking like there's been shit going on behind the scenes, bro. And Edu said, nah, fuck this. Like, Arteta's becoming a dictator out here. Do you know what I mean? So, while there's people that says, oh, look what he's done. There was someone on my stream yesterday telling me we need to give him another 3 years. Like, on what planet do you live? You'd be lucky if he gets another 3 months if we play as bad as we're playing. But the club ain't just going to sack him. So we need to... So the only way they're going to get rid of him is if we finish outside the top 4. Even if we don't win anything this year. Big up Godfrey, he said another 1-0 win, probably. Stinky, bro. But I'll take it. Of course I'll take it. We just need to win at this point. And pray that we do something in January. But who do we go for, guys? Marmouche, he's having a good season, but if we look at some of his previous seasons, like this is probably his standout season of his career. So if you're going to ask if someone can do it in the Premier League, then maybe that's someone that you need to be looking at. You can't look at someone who's fucking it up in the Champions League and in their league and then say, are they good enough? Because the Champions League is the pinnacle of football, right? League football. So, of course, the media, the Mutant channel, Sky, everyone's going to be talking about everyone linked to Arsenal. Everyone's always linked to Arsenal, but who actually ever fucking comes? Nobody. But you know why? Because the papers, the media, the outlets, everyone knows we need players. Everyone knows who we're actually looking for. Do you know what I'm saying? But Arsenal never go out and do it. So, of course, it's boring when the transfer window's open unless there's transfers going on. We're always linked with people. You're going to see Robbie doing transfer daily, full blown, knowing that we're probably not going to get any of these guys, innit? So it's annoying, man. Big up DHTV. Comfortable win for the Gunners tonight. What are we? Tuesday today, though. I swear it's tomorrow. We play on New Year's Day, bro. The only team to play New Year's Day. Do you know what I mean? So for me, it's going to be New Year, but the same shit, bro. Because I'm hearing the same shit from Arsenal, the same shit from Arteta. They're talking about bringing back loan players that weren't good enough anyway. Like, we are in big trouble, guys, innit? Big trouble. You know? So I know that we need players in January. Are we going to do it? I very much doubt it. Apparently Brentford had a few players out as well. I don't know. I haven't checked their team news. Obviously for Arsenal, we never know. We just never know. Hopefully Timber stays on the right and Lewis Skelly keeps his place at left back. Hopefully, you know what I mean, Partey gets to play in the midfield if he's fit. Because I'm hearing that he might have picked up a knock. So it's mad. It's hard to predict the team because of all these injuries and the little bit of information that we get from the club. If everyone's fit, it's easy to pick the team. That's the whole problem. But because of all of these injuries and that, we just don't know. But I don't think it's going to be an easy game. Like I said, Brentford at home, they're good. So yeah, it's gonna be a stinky game in my opinion. 2-1, 1-0. Let me know your thoughts, man. Big up DHTV. Sorry tomorrow. Yeah. It's hard to keep track of the date. Yeah. Trust me, I know that. But I did check it out before I jumped on, so I knew it was tomorrow. So yeah, I'm predicting a 1-0 or a 2-1. It's gonna be a stinky game. Again, we're going to see if Trossard or Martin Elliott can step up and do something in Saka's absence. And we're just going to have to hope that the club do something in January. Other than that, not really much else to say. We'll see if we can do a fan cam after the game. If I can, I will. If I can't, I won't. And we'll probably see you guys in the new year. I went for a narrow 2-1 in my preview. Yeah, it's going to be, I reckon, 1-0, 2-1. Like a 1-goal lead. And obviously Ipswich, like I said, didn't fill me with no confidence. So we'll have to just wait and see. It is a game we should be winning if you want to talk about a title. But with Arsenal, you just never know. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Like the video on the way in or way out. Subscribe, of course. Leave a comment. Let me know your predictions for the Arsenal-Brentford game. Let me know who you'd go and get in January or who would be your first 1 or 2 signings. And we'll be back again soon, people. Bless.